And good morning. Welcome to today. The races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter along with our odds maker Keith Fustel. A big Friday show to get to. Nice carryover in that Rainbow Pick 6 at Stronach 5 Friday. I have a ticket for that. We'll get to all that. We'll tell you about what's coming up. But okay, let's get right to it here. No, we're going to talk about Thursday first, then we'll get to the Stronach 5. But let's talk about Thursday. Yesterday, how about Mary's Jewel? A big effort yesterday in the second race. She loved the slop. She broke her maiden with a 68 buyer way a long time ago, and she comes right back in a 16,000 two life. She gallops with a big 68 buyer. Mary's Jewel, the gray mare, loving the slop. Now 2 big wins over a sloppy track here at Laurel Park.
You called it. You thought she'd get the lead. She got it. She was able to dictate it. Turned away a little challenge midway on the turn and said, see you later through the stretch, just widening under some steady pressure. So Mary's Jewel, a winner yesterday, and a day yesterday, Stan, unfortunately, really no prices whatsoever.
Well,
pretty chalky all the way through, but it does help you out with your pick 6, I guess, moving forward. Gives you a little carryover.
Yeah, carryover in that. But as far as the prices yesterday, the early pick 5, the win prices were all pretty chalky. But I gave out the winning early pick 5 ticket. I did the natural hat trick. Gave out 2 winning tickets last Sunday. Came right back. Gave out the early pick 5 yesterday. And then with Mary's Jewel was like 1-9, and you had a couple other short price favors. The early pick 5, I had a $32 ticket. It still paid $113.
Yeah, and that is true. I mean, and it's the funny thing is, we looked at the card. We didn't really think that there was any just stick out kind of horse. I guess Mary's Jewel maybe with the scratches and stuff. But, so left you with some shots to take. I couldn't connect with any kind of big prices. But as you said, I guess still a little bit of how closely matched some of those fields were. Even with the shorter prices, you were escaped with a little bit of value in that pick 5.
All right, so that was all yesterday. Let's get right to it today. It's Stronach 5 Friday. The Stronach 5 is going to start right here at Laurel Park with that guaranteed $100,000 pool. Industry low, 12% takeout. Races, the racetracks that are participating, Laurel Park, Santa Anita, Gulfstream, Golden Gate Fields. Let's show you the lineup of races. Going to start Laurel Park, race 8, about 3:50 Eastern time. That's a big, nice maiden event there, Laurel Park, race 8. A couple scratches. My top pick in there, Barlow Pops scratch. That was my 9-2 top pick in that race, but so I end up on Galazzo, the Hugh McMahon favored in the Laurel Park, race 8. Then Santa Anita, race 1. That's a tricky race. That's a maiden special weight, 5.5 on the turf. Leg B at Santa Anita, race 1. Leg C is a nice allowance race going 2 turns. That's Gulfstream Park, race 8. I have a single there. The 7 Royal Flag is going to be a popular single at 8-5 for Chad Brown in leg C. Golden Gate Fields, leg D. That's race 3 at Golden Gate. That's a tough race. I'm only 2 deep there. I don't use the 2 favorites in that race. In leg E at Gulfstream Park, I'm 4 deep there. That's Gulfstream race 10. That's a wide open 8,000 claimer going a mile. Let's flash up my ticket just real quick. You can study this ticket some more on the website. All of our tickets for today, all of our picks for today and tomorrow on the website, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section, you can also read the press release about today's Stronach 5 and nice press release about the Run Happy Barbara Fritchie for next Saturday. But there's my Stronach 5 ticket, $64 ticket. Now I'm going to single on Chad Brown and Irad Ortiz with the 7 Royal Flag. A nice Candy Ride filly, leg C at Gulfstream. She's going to be like 8-5. So Chad Brown, Irad Ortiz, they're pretty reliable if you're looking for a single, right?
Absolutely. And also part of those releases, a little extra exposure for the Stronach 5 today. Peter Fornatal and Jonathan Kinchin did a little podcast regarding the Stronach 5. So if you get a chance, check that out online, and maybe they can kind of help you devise a little ticket for today's Stronach 5.
Good to have them jumping in the waters for the Stronach 5. Yeah, the water's great. Jump on in. Easy game, but they'll give out some good information. We had Jason Blewett from Gulfstream Park on the radio show last night talking about the 2 Gulfstream Park races. So, the more coverage we can get on this Stronach 5, the better with that guaranteed $100,000 pool. We always get more than that guarantee. They normally bet around $200,000 to kick it off here at Laurel Park. So there's my ticket. You can study that some more on the website. Nice carryover today in the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. That's going to start race 3 today. There's the carryover, a little shy of 8,900. Tim Tulloch's going to have a ticket for that. So big action today in the Rainbow Pick 6. We're just about 8 days away from the big Winter Sprint Fest Carnival here at Laurel Park. A week from tomorrow, Saturday, February 15th, the Sprint Fest Winter Stakes highlighted by the Grade 3 Run Happy Barbara Fritchie. There's a horse, or there's a press release out about one of the horses for the Barbara Fritchie that's won 3 in a row, including her last race right here at Laurel Park. Then you have the Grade 3 General George, the John Campbell, top 3-year-old's going to fight it out in the Miracle Wood in the wide country. So a big super stakes Saturday a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, Wild-Eyed Girl, right? Wild-Eyed Girl, Wild-Eyed
That's
Gal.
it, yep.
I'm
Blue-Eyed Girl.
Blue-Eyed Girl.
Blue-Eyed Girl.
I'm getting them all good. Blue-Eyed Girl, right. So that in from Parks. That was a $20,000 claim. And now I'm going for the $250,000.
She's making her stakes debut
how about that?
in the Barbara Fritchie. Yeah. All right, so then also some nice giveaways. We have the Mail and Jockey Club hat giveaway for the Winter Carnival, kids winter crafts and face painting and live ice sculpting demo. And they're going to have that ice wall with money in it. You can take an ice pick and just beat at that ice wall and try to get all the money out of it. So some big action, huh?
The ice wall. I love
remember
it.
Caroli was doing it one year.
Oh, man, I bet you he had fun.
He was chipping away. All right, so
there's money involved. He's getting it.
Yep. All right, so that's a week from tomorrow. Read more about it on the website, laurelpark.com. Preakness 145, the third Saturday in May. It's right around the corner. Get your tickets now for this year's Middle Jewel of the Triple Crown. Will we see another American Pharaoh justify? We'll see. The drama, they have the Kentucky Derby, Future Pool 2 out this weekend. Independence Hall, he's like 10-1. And then the Barkley Tag horse, Tiz the Law, he's 8-1. So get your tickets now, Preakness.com for Preakness 145 and Black Eyed Susan. Weather's going to be another factor today. Let's show you a picture of the main track. We had a sloppy track yesterday and a lot of rain this morning, haven't we?
Yeah, we had a lot of rain, and the wind has whipped up. Some gusts, definitely. Jocks, you got to give them credit today on days like this, and the grooms, everybody involved. Little tricky weather situation going on right now. I think things are supposed to clear up a little bit later.
Okay.
Winds die down some, so got to get through this racing card. Sloppy track this afternoon.
All right, so look for some mutters. Let's get right to it here. Race 1, we have a nice carryover in the Rolling Super High 5. That bet features a low 15% takeout. There's the carryover. Race 1, a little shy of 3,300. We have that rate. We have it every race with 7 or more horses. So keep your eye on the Rolling Super High 5 throughout the day. Also, race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5. I have a ticket for all the pick 5s today. Both pick 5s here at Laurel Park and the Stronach 5. All the pick 5s here at the Maryland Jockey Club feature that industry low 12% takeout. The early pick 5 is always a mandatory payout. Let's check out my ticket, $48 ticket. I'm 4 deep here in the opener. The one Sojourno is my top pick, but maybe I can get a little price home here. Maybe I can get a 7-2 shot home with the 1 or the 3. The 5 or the 6 are going to be the favorites. So I go 1, 3, 5, 6 to kick it off here in race 1. Race 2, the 2 Dance and Dance, looking for back-to-back wins on an off track here for Claudio Gonzalez. Alex Cintron will ride the 2 Dance and Dance. She's going to be a short price, popular favorite in race 2. I think she's going to be awfully tough to beat. So I single there on the 2 Dance and Dance. Then I'm 4 deep there in the third. 3 deep in race 4. Now, race 5, my price play of the day in race 5, I have the 5 Sassy King on top. You're going to get every bit of 9-2, and the 3 Paul the Waiter is going to be the favorite because of the Claudio factor. But I think the 5 Sassy King just as good from a low-profile outfit. So I'll go with the 9-2 shot, the 5 Sassy King there in race 5. But you have to use the 3 Paul the Waiter as well.
I think that's a pretty evenly matched field in race 5. I'm going to take a little shot on my man Pots and Pans, but anybody's ball game right there. And we'd be remiss. The NHC's going on starting today, right? Out in Vegas. So the National Horse Players Championship. So anybody who's out at Bally's and checking us out, best of luck to you. I had a call early this morning from one of our buddies down in New Orleans, a friend of my son's baseball team down there, a supporter, Sammy Toops. So I'll be rooting Sammy Toops home. Maybe I can come up with a winner for Laurel for him for today.
Sammy Toops, where's he running?
Sammy
Fairgrounds?
I don't know if he runs at Fair. Well, he's a fan. goes and gambles at the fairgrounds.
He's a person.
I know that. Yeah. So
okay.
He's a person. So I got a call early this morning from Coach Joe down there at Delgado. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, I mean, they're hard at work. I think it's close to 700 players in the contest. So best of luck to everybody out there in Vegas.
All right, so here we go. Race 1. We're going a flat mile on a sloppy track. Maiden claiming $10,000 for straight 3-year-olds here in the opener. I go with the 1, Sojourner on top. Has 3 route races under his belt for trainer Hugh McMahon. Katie Davis will ride. An okay second at this level last out. I think the horse has a good foundation underneath him. He'll be fit. It'll be his second try on an off track. He didn't run very well on a muddy track back in November, but he's in better form right now, and it's a much easier race today.
And it got the bottom, definitely, and he's got a little bit of positional speed in this particular field. And you're looking at the mid. We always talk about the inside. Well, what the rail posted a mile for this meet so far, 23%. So that's not too bad, okay? 15 for 65. I'll take a shot with the 3, Just Chill Out, stretching back out. First time going a route of ground on the main track. Catches an off track again. I looked down the second dam. Was a stakes winner, stretched the speed going a route of ground. So Just Chill Out, a little improvement out of a double key race last time out. I think we'll take maybe the measure of Sojourner. Closers, main closers, and I had the 6 at 9 to 5 early with the McCarthy factor. Forest Boy still will attract money. I think is going to come from off the pace along with the 5 Table Max, moving back out to a route. Second time blinkers, 7 for 42. Maiden claimers sprint to route as Hammy Smith over the last couple of years with an ROI of over $3. So I think you got to give a good look to Table Max to make a run from off the pace.
All right, we like the same 4 horses there in race 1. You like the early pick 4. That starts in race 2. Nice starter allowance, going a mile for Philia Mares. Let's check out your ticket and see how you play the early pick 4.
I'm with you, Stan, here on the 2. Dance and Dance could make or break our day, maybe. Singling her to get you started in the early pick 4. We go 3 deep in the third with the 1, 4, and 7. I like Kylo's vision in there. Scratch the 2, Micro Margarita. Race 4, we're going to go 2 deep with the 1, Pigeon Creek. Bless the reins. Maybe I have her lined a little too high at 4. Did not want any parts of sprinting last time out. Race 5, there it is, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Not really confident on anybody. I do think my man Pots and Pans, the 7 horse, is going to give you a little bit of value in the 5th. So $15 for that early pick 4.
All right, starts right here. Race 2, Philia Mares, 4 and up. Never won 3, 25,000 starter allowance, going a mile. My best bet, the 2, Dance and Dance. You have this filly on top, a great 4-year-old daughter of Verrazano. Let's show you her last race, January 12th. A big winning effort on a muddy seal track against starter allowance 2 Life Company this day.
Yeah, it just settled off the pace, about 6 or 7 out of it in the early going. Is going to steadily progress up under some patient handling, is going to move up about 3 wide and get the job done. We saw Sexyama come out of this race and run awfully big, Stan. I dropped back sprinting and just rolled by the field like they were tied to a tree. But Dance and Dance, patiently handled here by Cintron, is going to be able to go ahead and get the job done. We'll watch here fine and get a little bit of a see top of the stretch. Dance and Dance rolls on with it there to get it done. Awfully short. What do you think with the scratch of the 3 special included? Dance and Dance maybe going to be in that even money range,
sure,
when it's all said and done. So the gray, nice ride there. Timed it just right. Knew when to say go and stretch out. That was, 3rd time in the barn of Claudio. She's going to be awfully tough right back, measuring the speed of Pearl Gem and Liz's Smile.
Yeah, running right back here in about 25 days. Perfect timing in between races. Sexyama, who came out of this race, would come right back to win. So Dance and Dance going to be a strong favorite here in race 2. We both like the 4. Fairy Wish has been running fairly well for the Fisher family. Katie Davis will ride a big second 2 starts ago. Kind of a disappointing effort last out, and she's 0 for 2 on and off track. So she's a little bit up against it today.
The key for me is coming back, still is eligible for 2 in life, but out of tougher races. So I'll throw her in there. I'd like to see her in a 2 in life. But I think her last couple are significant improvements over those previous tries. I think she's on her game. I think she can rally into it because I think Pearl Gem and Liz's Smile are going to get hooked up around the turn.
So Pearl Gem for Mary Epler. Jason Blewett was telling me he had the horse on top. Mary Epler had a $20 winner in the finale at Gulfstream yesterday with Paco Lopez aboard.
Life and death to hold on, and I think a 45-1 shot ran second. I mean, it was awfully close. Paco, just trying to keep the horse from drifting a little bit. Was fully extended, but got the bob there at the wire. Congrats to Mary Epler.
Sure.
Down at Gulfstream Park. And Pearl Jam, she might go ahead and clear off. She went awfully quick last time and got caught in a little bit of a battle. Maybe she's able to relax a little bit. Third off of a layoff. That'll work for Mary. She's going to try to stretch this speed out. She could be a factor. I mean, the 2 is no way, I guess, a super slam dunk, but you take into consideration the Claudio factor. You're not going to have a ton of value. So I like how he's going with a little bit better price here with Pearl Jam.
All right, then you get a capable rider, very capable journeyman there, Alex Cintron on the 2 Dance and Dance. So we like the same 4 filly mares there in the second race. Race 3 is going to kick off today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. Nice carryover today, $8,888 for the Rainbow Pick 6. This will be well played. Starts in race 3. Tim Tulloch has a ticket for today's Rainbow Pick 6. Let's check it out real quick and see how he plays it. There's his ticket, $57.60 play. He goes 1-4-5 here in race 3. How's he go and how's he play race 8? That's the first leg of the Stronach 5. The 11, he has the 11 in there. Commissioner Biggs, that's the first-time starter for Cal Lynch. The Cal Lynch barn had a debut winner yesterday. He also likes the 4 in there, Royal Thunder, who's the big 10-1 price. First start in the Brittany Russell barn today. Sheldon rides, blinkers go off, Mineshaft, 3-year-old. The 4 Royal Thunder, a big price there in race 8 he has on his pick 6 ticket.
We've got some scratches in that race. Certainly that horse of Brittany's is going to come down. I may have had him on a little bit too high, but he never really took play in any of those other races, Stan. And DeShackled is awfully quick. I mean, they could be guns a-blazing on the front end. One or the other get a chance to separate. So I'm sure Retooled had some time off working forward for this, so the price will definitely come down on that 4 horse. But the first, as you say, yesterday, Cal Lynch, that horse, little anxious moments there early, jumped the tracks there.
Sure.
In that sloppy track, but still was good enough to get it done in debut.
All right, let's take a look here at the 3rd to kick off the pick 6. We're going 6 furlongs maiden, claiming $16,000 for 3-year-old fillies. Scratched a 2 in this race. That's the only scratch.
Right.
Rider change on the 7, Betha Barra. Make the rider Alex Cintron on the 7. I go with the 1. We're both on the 1, Kalo's Vision from the Dale Capuano barn. Dale with a nice win yesterday. Let's show you a video spotlight of this 3-year-old daughter of Painter. Here's the race last September here at Laurel.
Yeah, last September in that debut, saved ground early off of a highly contested pace. 3 of them going honest fractions, 22-3. And Kalo's Vision under a ride is going to be able to find room to the inside of a rival, shift out, and go ahead and close up willingly. Only beaten 2 1/4 lengths when it's all said and done on Olive's Bumpa, who I think came out of the race to run okay. So Kalo's Vision goes second time off of a break this afternoon. Comes out of a really, really rapid race. Pretty edgy. We're going to see that one, I believe, on Sunday, Stan. That was the Ricky Silliman firster that just ran off the screen in 109-4. They're not going to be doing that today. Look at Sheldon and Dale when they team up. Strong ROI, strong win percentage, and there's enough flow up front. I think it's going to be contested. I think Kalo's Vision can run them down here today.
All right, we might get a decent price. She's about 4-1 morning line, so we both like the 1. The 4, Deidre of Leginger, morning line favored in this race at 5-2. Avery Wisman rides for Mark Reed. A good second last out. This will be the 3-year-old daughter of Bellamy Road's first start on an off track. First start on an off track for the 1, Kalo's Vision as well.
Yeah, Wisman did the right thing last time. He hugged the rail. He rode the best part of the racetrack on January the 17th. You wanted that inside. Talia Ladybug got it done on the front end along the rail. Just, once she shifted out, she just didn't have enough punch to get past that horse. I think that was a 9-1 shot we had coming in from Parks. But Deirdre of the Legend, I think, is set up fine. I think if anybody needs to rate a little bit, she probably can. She's going to hang around a long way in here. And
the 7, Betha Barra on the outside. They take the blinkers off. She's 0-2 on an off track. She's not in good form, but she gets a little class relief today for Hammy Smith.
Yeah, slight little middle movement, a mile on a muddy sealed surface, a couple races back. That's the key here. I think take back, maybe angle in a little bit. Just get this horse to rate and make her run into the. I don't think she wants to get tied up on the front end.
All right, so we both have the 1 Kalo's Vision on top there. Race 3, let's turn the page. I like the late pick 5 today. Starts in race 4, no carryover. They hit it yesterday, but as always, that industry low 12% takeout. Let's check out my late pick 5 ticket, a $48 play. Could not come up with a single on this late pick 5, but I have a couple decent prices here. In race 4, I have the 3 Blessed the Reins on top at 4-1, but the 1 and the 4 are going to be tough, so I go 1, 3, 4 to kick it off. Race 5, I like the 5 in there. Sassy King at 9-2. Race 6, I go with the 1, 3, 7, 8. Maybe I can get a little price home with the 7 Indian Ghost is 6-1 in there. The 1, all the wrong reasons, though, my top pick. The 3 Cold Man Cletus, good value at 5-1. So I go 1, 3, 7, 8 in race 6. Race 7, I have the 3 My Queen Michelle on top at 6-1, but the 1 Artful Splatter is going to be tough. And then race 8, I love the horse that scratched, the 9 up Wallow Pop scratch, so I end up on the 2 favorites, the 8 Galazzo and the 2 Deshackled will be your 2 favorites there in race 8.
Yep, Artful Splatter. She's gonna. I mean, there is a scratch in that race. I had her line too high as it is. She's, especially with this off track, she's gonna be right around even money, I would think.
All right, well, here we go. Race 4, we're going a mile. Maiden claiming 10,000. Filly and Mares 4 and up. I go with the 3 Blessed the Reins on top here for Anthony Farrier, 5-year-old mare by Animal Kingdom. You have her on top as well. Now, she didn't run that well last out on a muddy track, but she was coming off a long layoff. She was going 5.5. She's better going longer. Now, second off the layoff, we stretch out to a mile. The 7-pound apprentice, Alberto Burgos, stays aboard here for Farrier. So we both take a shot with the 3 Blessed the Reins.
Yeah, and I was thinking making this line at 4-1. Hopefully you get a shot, because she didn't. I thought she'd be favored last time. Now, granted, she was going short, but she really didn't impact the field at all. Was under pressure around the turn, didn't pick it up. Now stretches back out. If she's done anything well, she's covered a route of ground. I'll be a 48 buyer, but anything remotely close to that will beat this field. So maybe she'll come back to that. Maybe you can get 5-2, 3-1 when it's all said and done on this mare by Animal Kingdom. But man, the return, I thought it'd be a little bit better than that.
The 1 Pigeon Creek's going to be one of the favorites here, but she's a 0-for-12 5-year-old maiden who's 0-for-2 on and off track. But you get Weston Hamilton aboard for Kenny Decker, and this mare did finish a good second at this level last out.
Yeah, these horses all come back against each other, right? Pigeon Creek Thursday again, Laurel Lady, all on the 16th of January. Pigeon Creek might add the worst of it all, out wide around the turn, a little bit flattening out, but I'm not really too concerned about the off tracks. I see that Montbrook in the breeding. I'm still going to consider a horse like that. I'll give her a slight edge over the other horses in here.
All right, we like the same 4 there with the 3 Blessed the Reins on top. Race 4, let's get a quick commercial break. Nice starter allowance in race 5 to kick off the late pick 4. We'll check it out right after this.
Run Happy is simply super. He polishes off an outstanding campaign with a dominant victory in the Malibu.
No medication, no problem. Run Happy, standing at Claiborne Farm.
Okay, welcome back. Race 5, we're going a flat mile, 25,000 starter allowance, 4 and up. Never won 3 are the conditions here. Optional claiming 25,000. I go with the price play on top. The 5 Sassy King ran real big last out. First off the claim for owner trainer Sam Davis. Kind of a smaller outfit here at Laurel Park, but he's been around for a while. Won a few races last year. Sassy King, a big 79 buyer last out. That's a lifetime best effort on the main track. Now the lone try on an off track that came last June at Churchill on a wet fast track against Starter Allowance Company that day. Got beat 10 lengths, but did get dragged to a decent number. Ran a 68 by her speed figure down there. I just think this horse is going to slip away at a nice price. Claudio's going to take most of the money in here. He has the 2 Martin and the 3 Paul the waiter, so they're going to bet Claudio all day long in this race. I'll get 9-2 on the 5 Sassy King.
Yeah, Sassy King ran really well last time. I got a little bit of a contested pace up front. Martin was part of that pace flow. He's back in again today. Closer look is a horse that was out of that race as well. Usually comes from a little bit further off the pace. But Sassy King, I think the only thing that got him beat, he kind of started laying in a little bit past the 8th pole. Forrest was doing everything she could, and the horse just couldn't hold off Robin Hood, who closed up to get the job done. But a very good effort first off the claim. Sammy Davis, a hard worker. You root for guys like this to win some races. So Sassy King will be used in the mix for me. I go to outside with my man Pots and Pans. On a wet surface today, I think it's not going to be any problem. I like the grit that this horse showed last time out. Didn't run it ran a good time, all things good. 37 and change, that's good enough for this field. Made a move into it, went wide, and just was game as could be the last 1/8 of a mile. I think my man Pottsman is going the right way on the improve. Might take one more step here for Kelly Rubley. Will be well positioned from just off the pace.
Rubley, she's rolling here in 2020, 4 for 7 here at Laurel Park. She has the big horse always mining back in top form. So, yeah, this 5-year-old, he'll run a big effort today with Pimentel. He'll get a nice trip on the outside. I use them 4th.
Yeah.
But that's just good.
Kind of a race.
Yeah,
it's
Sassy
tough.
King I like, and you have to like the 2 Claudio horses, the 2 and the 3. So you'll get 9-2 here on my Pots and Pans, or a recent impressive winner.
Yeah, I think you should. You should get a fair price on that. Do we have a video of one of those Claudio horses?
We do on Paul the
Waiter.
Waiter.
Right. Paul the Waiter.
January 1st, a real big second off the claim, 77 buyer this day.
We've seen this movie before. They get into the Claudio barn and they roll. He ran awfully big first off the claim, making a sustained run at 6 furlongs and a cracking final time of 10-1. This particular day, I thought he'd be a little bit closer, Stan. He relaxed off the lead, was off the inside every step of the way. We had a shipper come in to get the job done. That was Dance for Oro. But Paul the Waiter does eventually move up steadily into contention and grinds it out here just to get beat 3 parts of a length. So Paul the Waiter right back. Maybe he's a little bit better at the 1 turn. Once that sweep and turn, it can make that run like he did 2 races back. So not a lot separating several of these horses. This is a good one here, race 5.
All right, let's see if I can get a price home with the 5 Sassy King. We like the same few horses there in the 5th. Let's turn the page. Race 6 going to kick off the final pick 3 of the afternoon. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,004 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. We both go with the 1 on top here. All the wrong reasons with the 7-pound apprentice, Charlie Marquez, aboard. So this 5-year-old only has to carry 116. Let's show you the last race on a muddy track, January 18th at this level. Here's the start.
Yeah. Takes a little bit of a right-hand turn and pays for it. Gets bounced around from both sides and really put him in a tough predicament in the opening, 20, 30 yards. But all the wrong reasons. A horse that usually likes to be up close to the pace showed a little bit of a little different dimension, I should say, this afternoon. Drops well out of it. 8 to 10 lengths leaving the 3/8 pole. You see Bucktooth loose on the lead, who galloped. He went ahead and won yesterday. But watch this horse sustain under Charlie Marquez from the 3/8 pole to the wires. Out in the clear finally, circling 3 and 4 wide. Yeah, it doesn't switch leads, but closes up about 5 lengths through the final furlong when it's all said and done. I tell you, all the wrong reasons, Stan, when you break this race down. Now, granted, he draws the dreaded rail, right? Sprinting, a tougher spot. I think all he needs to do is break. If he breaks cleanly, he's going to zip right up to the front and take this field coast to coast.
All right, so we both have the 1, all the wrong reasons on top. Now the 3, Cool Man Cletus, taking a little drop today. He ran an okay 4th last out against 10,000 2 life. Got beat about 4 lengths. Now we drop to the nickel today. Jorge Riaz will ride. So I think the 3, Cool Man Cletus, offers good value with the class relief that he's getting today. He's 5 to 1.
Yeah, he's just finding that 10,000 level just a little too tough. This is the right move. Cut it in half and get down to the nickel. I guess the real, question mark horse is always forgiven. If he brings close to like a BB plus race, he probably wins it. Maybe this is a last-ditch effort. Dropped last time to the 5. We're back at it. We're going to shorten up in distance and add the blinkers. It's been a good move for Ferrier. Barnes is going to pick it up here eventually. This horse has shown tactical speed in the past. You'll know early, I think, with Always Forgiven. If he's only a couple lengths out of it into the turn, he could be dangerous and might wear down my top selection.
All right, let's see if we can get the Bug Boy home with the 1. All the wrong reasons in race 6. Let's turn the page. Race 7, a real nice first level allowance condition for filly mares 4 and up. We're going a mile and a 16th. The 1, Artful Splatter, is going to be a popular favorite here. She's 9-5 morning line. She's a 3-time winner on an off track. She galloped on a sloppy track 2 starts ago against Maryland Bred Allowance Company. Won on an off track last out against Stakes Company. So now with a sloppy track today, she's going to be a heavy favorite here in race 7.
Yeah, you got some horses in here that are eligible for 2 in life, 3 in life when you break it all down. And we talked about it yesterday with Kieran working the conditions. This is about as good as it gets, Stan.
We have the Geisha win.
Yeah.
Let's show you that win from January 18th. Yeah, real nice claim by James Wolfe and Kieran McGee for the 1, Artful Splatter.
Yeah, and in this is a little bit of a controversial race here this particular day. A little swerve out at the 8th pole. Anna's Bandit, the heavy favorite, is going to alter back down to the inside. But Artful Splatter, I tell you, does not let up whatsoever through the final 1/8 of a mile. And today even gets a sloppy sealed surface. I think she's better on this type of racetrack than she is maybe on that good surface. She draws the inside, a mile and a 16th. Stan, who's going to run with her early? Maybe Lila's Call. I think right to the front or just off of it at an awfully short price here. Incredible job here by Kieran and the whole team there off the claim.
Sure. All right. So the 1's going to be tough, but the 1's going to carry 123. My top pick here, the 3, My Queen Michelle, only has to carry 113 with the 7-pound apprentice Alberto Burgos. Burgos and Claudia from a small sample, 43% together. He's been winning some races when riding for Claudio. Let's show you that. And this horse ran okay last out on a muddy track against Allowance Company. Let's show you the race 2 back. Late December, got in all kinds of trouble down the backstretch this day, going a mile. Gets steadied at the 5/8 pole. She's the 2 horse there. You see her in trouble back there, and then she's going to steady again at the 3/8 pole. So there you see the 2, My Queen Michelle, not getting a good trip. And she's going to overcome this and eventually finish a decent 4th, only beating a length. So I thought this was a real big effort by My Queen Michelle, December 28th. All kinds of trouble. Came right back and ran a big 4th on a muddy track last out. Getting a big weight break today. There you see her steadying again there in behind a wall of horses. So a horror trip of a show. 2 back for My Queen Michelle. So I like the nice lightweight assignment today, 113. Hopefully she can get a decent track, a decent trip with the Bug Boy and be right there.
I mean, your arms got to feel like jelly, right? If you're a jockey all that time, you're in the jackpot, just bottled up behind horses, and the horse wants to go, and you got to say no. And what I like here is showing the resiliency and coming back after that trouble, and they were kind of walking the dog up front, so be able to gain into that slower early pace. Bodes well here for My Queen Michelle.
All right, so I like her on top. You have her in your exacta. The 4, Bird Traffic's going to be tough. The other Kieran McGee filly in this race, Trevor McCarthy. I don't have any rider change on the 4, Bird Traffic. Do you?
No.
I didn't have any rider change. Now, she ran a big second last out on a muddy track, beaten favored behind Hell of a Fire, but Hell of a Fire is a pretty nice mare. So Bird Traffic, 2 big races since Kieran claimed this filly.
Yeah, I really liked her last time, but Hell of a Fire came back in from Parks to a track she's run well over and gets the job done. Kind of a grinded out type of a horse is Bird Traffic, but certainly she fits within this group. But, I think Artful Splatter, she's going to have to really be pestered on the front. She's going to have to regress if she's going to get beat in here.
How about Pletcher's filly here by Malibu Moon? The 7-team win gets Tyler Connor aboard. Second off the layoff. Ran a decent race January 19th up there at Aqueduct against A other than on a sloppy track. 65 buyer. Finished an okay 4th, beating about 5 lengths. This horse had a big win against Starter Allowance Company at Saratoga last July with a big number. Ran an okay race against Maiden Special Weight on a sloppy track last year. So Pletcher, he's tough. He had that heavy favorite ship down here last week to win. This horse will get bet here in race 7.
Yeah, I guess the only thing you wonder with the favorite there, back maybe a little bit quicker than what she's been spaced out, right, Stan? The last couple of races, a little bit of a break month, but now she comes back a little soon. So I think she'll have enough left in the tank.
All right. We like the same 4 filly mares there in race 7. Let's turn the page here. Race 8, the big popular race here. Race 8 is going to kick off the popular national wager, the Stronach 5, with that $100,000 guarantee. Industry low, 12% takeout on the Stronach 5. Laurel Park, Santa Anita, Gulfstream Park, and Golden Gate Fields. Those are the tracks involved today in the Stronach 5. Let's show you the lineup of races. Starts Laurel Park, race 8, about 3:50 Eastern time. Big field going 6 furlongs. And we have Santa Anita, race 1 for the leg B. Leg C is Gulfstream, race 8. Leg D, Golden Gate, race 3. Leg E is Gulfstream Park, race 10. Let's check out my ticket. I have a $64 play for the Stronach 5. Race 8's a maiden 40 going 6 furlongs. The 8 Galazzo is going to be your favorite. The 2 to Shackle, likely going to show speed from the inside. So I go 2-8 to kick it off here at Laurel Park. Santa Anita, race 1. That's leg B. That's a tough race. Maiden special weight, 5.5 on the turf. I go 4 deep there with the 3, 4, 5, 7. Really couldn't come up with a decent price in that leg. I'm just hoping to stay alive. And then leg C, Gulfstream Park, race 8. Nice allowance race going 2 turns. The Chad Brown filly, the 7 Royal Flag. She's 8-5. 4-year-old daughter of Candy Rye was an 8-length winner last out on a muddy track at Aqueduct against maiden special weight back in December. So I think the 7 Royal Flag is going to be awfully tough to beat there. And leg C at Gulfstream. But you have the 2 Big Tina, big effort last out. The 4 Violent Trick for Navarro. But I think they all have to beat the 7 Royal Flag at 8-5, leg C. Leg D at Golden Gate Fields, I go with the 1 Kid Arcade at 7-2, and I like the 6 Typhoon Harry at 5-1 at Golden Gate. I'm against the 2 favorites there, the 2 and the 7 at Golden Gate. Then leg E, Gulfstream, race 10. I'm 4 deep there. The 3 Postino's Valet, 9-2, and then the 7 Chirping's going to be tough at 5-2 with Paco aboard. The 9 French Quarter, 7-2, and then the 10 Smoke and Gloat at 8-1. First off the claim for Sano. Jose Ortiz will ride. I think the 10 is live at 8-1. Let's see if I can get live here in the first leg. I was awfully disappointed when I saw the scratches for today. It's also Quinella time in race 8. Low 10% takeout. Last live race, every racing day, we have the Quinella. Yeah, when I saw the scratch of the 9 Boilo Pops in here, oh, I was crushed. I love that horse coming off the layoff, but he'll live to see another day, hopefully. It's a nice maiden claiming $40,000 for straight 3-year-olds going 6 furlongs. Let's start with the morning line favorite here, the 8 Galazzo, a 3-year-old by Bayern for trainer Hugh McMahon. Went off at 18-1 in the debut. Let's show you that race late December. Maiden 40. Rallied from about rallied from back of the pack this day. He's the 3-horse, and he's going to get up to finish an okay third. He does swap over to his left lead here in mid-stretch, so he's a little green right about now. He switches over to his left lead, so he's a little green, but it was his debut. He finishes pretty strong and finishes a good third behind Just Wave and Smile, who would come right back to win. Tastes Like Plaid, the winner that day, ran a 68 buyer. So I think a useful debut for Galazzo. Katie Davis stays aboard today. And with the scratch of the 9 Abuelo Pops, the 8 Galazzo should get a nice trip on the outside. The 9, I think, was going to go right and press the pace. And then maybe we'll get some speed from the 10 or the 11. But Galazzo should get a good trip on the outside today.
Absolutely. You saw Toy closing in that race, who Galazzo got the nose bob on, came back to run well. So keying up against the right time, kind Galazzo. And there is going to be speed in this race, no doubt, with the Shackled. I know what he's going to bring to the table from the inside, and along with Royal Thunder here, first time for Brittany Russell. So those two, I think, one of those two, if not both, they'll be out there rocking and rolling on the lead, setting an honest pace up front. So I go to the 11, Commissioner Biggs. Cal Lynch with these firsters. He's just deadly, 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds. It doesn't really matter. We've got a stat for Cal Lynch over the last few years. How about this? The last 3 years on the dirt, 4 for 15, 27%, and 10 for 15 in the money with the straight 3-year-old first-time starters. A positive ROI of 250. The mare was on race, but multiple winning sibs. They've combined for over $1 million. You've got a 5-time winner in the family, a 7-time winner in the family. We know what this trainer can do, and hooking up with Acosta here, those two are hit at a very good clip. So in the clear out there, Commissioner Biggs hopefully can measure the speed and go by.
I use them in the mix. You have to respect the barn. They had a nice debut winner yesterday. The 10, Self-Awareness, a homebred for the Elkstone Group by Bayern. Nice big full work tab here at Laurel Park. You get 7 pounds off with Charlie Marquez. So this horse, the cow's horse, going to take more money. You'll get a decent price on the 10, Self-Awareness.
Absolutely. That's the key. You named it. With Marquez on. If it was Pimentel, maybe not. But now this horse just certainly may slip away at a little bit better price. Not saying he doesn't have a chance. The bottom side, the mare, 3 for 13. All the wins, I think, were synthetic, so maybe that'll transfer over to the off-track. Good, steady line of works, and Michael Trombetta has done well with the straight 3-year-old firsters with a positive ROI of 225 over the last 3 years. So that works. I see you go to the outside. Cal Lynch, he's just so deadly with these horses. And Commissioner, the Stallion, I looked up, he's doing well with the off-track runners, hitting about 25%. So 11, 8, 10, 2. To wrap it up.
All right, we like the same 4 horses there. Race 8, that big popular race to kick off the national wager. The Stronach 5 starts race 8 today right here at Laurel Park. That's it. We're out of time. Big action today. Nice carryover in the pick 6. Stronach 5 starts race 8. Dave Robbins coming up with all of today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.